KMT caucus whip Fu Kun-chi is being pursued by reporters who want to know why he has missed 5 consecutive budget negotiations. Even Legislative Yuan Speaker Han Kuo-yu, also of the KMT, has had enough of Fu's poor attendance record.
What do your Legislative Yuan Speaker and your party caucus even mean to you? Just go ahead and resign as caucus whip. Wouldn't that make things a bit easier for you?
On top of regularly missing budget negotiation sessions, Fu also did not authorize Caucus Secretary General Jonathan Lin to make decisions on his behalf.
Mr. Jonathan Ling, you have the very important position of KMT Caucus Secretary General. Yet when it comes to meetings, your party's caucus whip misses meeting after meeting. Meanwhile, you're being very responsible by delivering reports. But does your signature, your consent, have any validity? If our caucus whip doesn't sign his name, then my signature still cannot represent the will of the party caucus. Is your caucus whip playing mahjong as we speak? If Mr. Fu is using his right hand to hold the tiles, then can he use his left to sign his name? Yes or no? The state of Legislative Yuan is getting worse. It's awful. Doing everything remotely? To you, how important are your Legislative Yuan Speaker and party caucus? This is ridiculous. You're playing around with us like monkeys at a circus. Am I right or not? The Legislative Yuan is being controlled by dark forces.
The Legislative Speaker calling out his party's biggest leader, the caucus whip, got the attention of leaders on both sides of the political aisle.
When the Legislative Yuan Speaker calls for a negotiation, the process might take a few hours. But in the end, when a caucus party whip doesn't come, it makes these 2 to 3 hours or 3 to 4 hours a waste of time because he didn't attend and he didn't authorize someone to act on his behalf. Isn't this communicating that those in attendance are a bunch of fools? This actually has already happened many times, so the Legislative Speaker has likely gotten to the point where he thinks it'd be more enjoyable to be the KMT's caucus whip than being the Speaker. It's said, if the family lives in harmony, all affairs will prosper, and silence speaks louder than words. Speaker Han, thank you for all your hard work. The KMT must remain united.
Fu sent out a long statement pushing the blame onto the DPP. He accused the Executive Yuan's persistent unwillingness to pass the third reading of the bill as being the reason for the budget being postponed.
Providing checks and balances to the branches of government is our most important duty. I anticipate that Speaker Han will defend the dignity of the Legislative Yuan by giving more formal and stern warnings to the Executive Yuan and President Lai Ching-te. The KMT is always putting the cart before the horse, which everyone around the nation has clearly seen. One of the Legislative Yuan's most important powers is to investigate the budget, not helping the Executive Yuan to compile the budget.
The ruling party has called on the opposition party to not shirk the responsibility, and the Executive Yuan has thanked Han Kuo-yu for holding budget negotiations. Yet with this year's budget being delayed for nearly a year by this point, and with next year's budget to be sent to the Legislative Yuan next week, people and politicians are hoping this year's budget won't become next year's budget.